When you want to lose weight, some people tell you that you shouldn't eat after 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. or whatever point of time, because they tell you that whatever you eat after that point of time will invariably end up on your body as fat. Is that true? No, not really. Let's say you need 2,500 calories per day to keep your weight steady. And if you consume more than those 2,500, then you will gain weight. And if you consume less than those 2,500, you will lose weight. And now let's imagine that instead of eating around those 2,500 per day, you only eat 300 at 11 p.m. in the evening, and you keep that up for 2 weeks. What do you think will happen? Will your weight remain steady, or will it even increase, or will you actually lose weight? I can guarantee you, if you really try that out, you will lose weight, because energy simply can't come out of nowhere, and the energy density of a food and how much energy your body pulls out of that food isn't dependent on the time you eat that food, but simply on the simple equation: more calories or less calories than you need to have your weight stay steady. But as it sometimes is with these myths, there is a grain of truth in them that it just comes from a totally different corner. And in the case of this advice about not eating after so and so p.m. in the evening, there are basically two. The first is, some people are so busy during the entire day that they don't have breakfast in the morning, they don't have lunch or whatever, they just have to work, go to school, and there's no room to have some time to eat something until they finally come home in the evenings. And at that point of time, their hunger has grown so wildly that they are ready to kill a wild boar to get something to eat. And when you then throw food at these people, like pizza, hamburgers, sweets or whatever, they'll totally overindulge themselves, because the feeling of hunger they have is so big that they feel they have to eat all that to make that feeling go away. But then of course they will eat a lot more calories than they need. And reason number two is, we sometimes aren't really good at registering how much food we eat, especially when we are preoccupied with doing something different at the same time. And in the evenings, that of course means we often watch television. And maybe many of you know that feeling that you have a jar of peanuts sitting on your table, and you watch a movie of 19 minutes, and in that jar were half a pound of peanuts, and when the movie is finally over, that jar is empty and you consumed 600 calories, and you really don't know how that happened. And these two things can easily be rectified. First of all, it is a good idea to have breakfast. It doesn't have to be the first thing you do in the morning, because some people simply don't like to eat right after getting up. But at some time in the morning, take a bit of time to eat. And if you can then throw in a lunch and also want to put in a small snack in the afternoon to keep that hunger under control, then that would be a good idea, because then the hunger won't be as big in the evenings and this overindulgence most likely won't happen. And number two is, instead of having big bowls of chips and sweets while you watch television, make it small bowls. And when that small bowl is empty, leave it at that and don't go for a refill, and you will consume a lot less calories than before. And this concludes this video. As always, I hope it cleared things up a bit. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye. And these two things can easily be rectified. First of all,